Welcome to Worship Tutorials. We made a video titled, I Bought My Dream Amp, or something similar. I've linked it below. Hopefully you've watched it. But the point is this. I bought a 1964 vintage Vox AC30. It's one that had the top boost circuit added after the fact. In that amp video, we go in great detail about this amp and exactly how iconic it is. But it is sort of my desert island dream amp. It's got to be one of the all-time best sounding amps I've ever heard in my entire life. And we've cloned it into the Helix, into the Line 6 HX Stomp, into the Pod Go, Fractal units, Axfix 3, FM3, FM9, into the Kemper, into the Quad Cortex whenever that marketplace comes up. You can now play my Vox, 1964 Vox AC30 with the top boost in the modeling unit that you have. And it sounds fantastic. So the amp itself has two channels. It has the Brilliant channel and the Normal channel. So we've tone matched both of those channels into these patches. So you get two separate patches. One is labeled BR, that's the Brilliant channel. It's got the classic chime, Brilliant high, it's called Brilliant for a reason. The Normal channel is NR, that's how it is denoted. It is a less bright sounding channel, but it still sounds really good. In fact, Nick over here at Worship Tutorials, there he is.
What's up?
Nick prefers the Normal channel. It's just got a lot more girth and they do different things and they both sound great. And you're going to hear both of them in this demo. So I just kind of want to walk through the patch. I'm using the MJT thin line Telly here with Porter vintage Telly pickups. I currently have the Brilliant patch pulled up. I'm going to give you just kind of the bass clean tone, and we set this up so that the amp is going to break up a little bit when you hit it hard on the bridge pickup. It sounds like this. So you can hear that it breaks up, but it gets really nice and clean in the middle and neck position, especially if you don't dig in quite as much. So with these patches, all of the effects, layouts, and snapshots are the same between the Brilliant and normal channel patches. So I'm just going to talk through the different options. For overdrive, we've given you both sides of the King of Tone. So the way we set up the King of Tone, this is based on like Bradford's settings for King of Tone. The yellow side is lower gain, the red side is the higher gain sound, and then there's a rat in here as well for like a distortion. So I'm going to demonstrate those three sounds, and of course you can stack them to your heart's content if you would like. So first clean, and then I'll turn the different options on and off. For delays, there's an eighth note delay, a dotted eighth note delay, and then a dual stereo delay. The eighth note delay is pretty subtle. The dotted eighth note delay, much more prominent. It's going to give you that sort of rhythmic delay sound. The dual delay just kind of gives you more of that going on, more of an ambient kind of thing. Okay, we give you tremolo and chorus in here for effects. You have to have the trem on this patch because the amp itself has a tremolo channel. We did not tone match the tremolo channel, but you do get trem. All right, I want to quickly go through the snapshots that you get with these patches, and then I'm going to show you the normal channel as well with this guitar. So you can see the snaps here across the bottom are sort of your different gain stages. Clean, drive, drive plus, into like a big washy lead tone. Then you've got big ambient clean. Ambi mod is just ambient clean tone with chorus. Pog lead is the same as that P&W lead, except we've added the pog, like a pitch pog effect. And then swells. So here's what it sounds like. All right, I've got the normal channel patch pulled up, so I'm going to show you just the same kind of thing on these snapshots so you can get a sense of how these two things sound different. It really is two great flavors of just a classic AC30 tone. If you're a huge Brian May fan, if you like Queen, take this normal patch, pull one of the overdrives out, and quick tip, put in the treble booster, because that's the sound. That is Brian May in a nutshell. Well, can you put Brian May in a nutshell? I don't think you can. That is a sound if you want to cop some Brian May tones. But this amp is amazing. We think these patches really do capture the sound of the amp, and they sound great on all the units. Now, this does beg the question, what about that other AC30 tone match patch that you have? So if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I also have a Korg era, an 01 Vox AC30/6 Top Boost. That's the model. That amp is basically like in the late 90s, Korg, Vox Korg, basically recreated this 60s AC30, and we made a tone match patch out of it. These two amps sound similar, but the 64 sounds quite a bit better in our collective opinion. So we think this is a better take on that amp. We think that the Korg one, the AC30-6 Top Boost tone match patch that we have, still a great sounding patch, and if you want to download it, you can. It's linked below. And it's our new free AC30 patch. So go get it. It's both of these patches give you a great take on the classic Vox AC30 tone. Hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.